$10 I brought home. It's not a lot. The trip was very expensive, mostly in part to the dollar to euro conversion, and food is quite expensive there. But it was absolutely beautiful. Probably the most beautiful place I've ever seen. All of the different beaches, things to do. So I'm still kind of in an island state of mind. It's hard to come back, and I'm pretty grateful I took today off from work. Got a lot of cleaning and laundry and stuff to do. Gotta take my cat to the vet later. Not looking forward to that. But it's bittersweet to be home. I realize you can't stay in those places forever. Sure would be nice though. So these I actually got in San Juan, Puerto Rico a few years ago. But I thought it would fit the mood of this video. So before I left for St. Martin, I actually recorded a music video, so going over my favorite bands. Sorry, my hair looks really ratty. I'm still bumming it from all the traveling yesterday, but the video I recorded, so I was going over my favorite music, my top 3 favorites. The first video I was not happy with. My voice was kind of raspy. It seemed kind of loud. I don't know. I wasn't thrilled with it. So I re-recorded it, and I was pretty happy. I thought it came out great, and did not realize that the guy playing guitar downstairs, he plays for hours, and it's just like, you know, I guess he's practicing. It's very repetitive. It basically, the sound of his guitar playing overshadowed the whole video. So that was really disappointing. I was quite upset that the video had been ruined. I don't want to say ruined, but it definitely was loud enough that it was a complete distraction. So normally I enjoy listening to him play. I was kind of upset that happened, but nobody's fault. So anyway, just to go over a few things that I got, this being one of them. So this was actually only 12 euros, so it wasn't that bad. I love picking up new pieces of jewelry when I go to different islands. It doesn't have to be expensive, something natural, something handmade that really captures the spirit of the island and living as one with the sea. So I thought this was a beautiful piece. access to the airport and is mostly flooded with tourists who want to catch rare close-up views of the underbelly of giant landing planes. Maho Beach is the only place in the world where people can almost touch the incoming planes, which fly over the beach for landing at the airport. It's a lifetime thrilling experience. So I tried to read it as best I could. It's written in English, so it's a little choppy. But one thing I have to say about the beaches in St. Martin, that it's pretty windy, but the weather is just unbelievable. It's dry. Shoal Bay, which is unbelievable. Like, pure white sand, the clearest water. I mean, it was so clear and there were no waves. This is exactly what it looked like. This is just a cell phone picture. I mean, just... actually, I don't know if the panorama will show up that well. Of course, my window. Oh yeah, I took selfies there, of course. I tried to limit the selfies because, personally, I hate them. This is like the only time I'll allow myself to be that narcissistic. Looks like my cat in the window. Yeah, it's not really coming out, but yeah, seriously, it's like that clear. I like this one with the boat. I'll try to zoom in. It looks cloudy, but there were clouds at first, and they left. Yay, we were only there for a few hours, but Shoal Bay was just honestly phenomenal. And let me see if I can find another good shot. Oh, so this was our view from the rental. No filters. Really, it's so expensive, but I honestly, aside from the dollar to euro conversion, which sucks, but what can you do? It's just wonderful. I really suggest using sites like TripAdvisor if you don't want to spend the money on a hotel but don't mind paying for individual meals. Like, instead of going with an all-inclusive, you could go with a rental. I mean, that place with that view was $80 a night. $80 US. So, I mean, and we were like on the beach. It was like a 2-minute walk from the apartment. Really, and yeah, I can't say enough. It was a spectacular view. So of course I had to be a good little tourist and get one of these. I don't actually own any, and I've been meaning to get one, so I figured why not get one with a happy little palm tree. Just says St. Martin, West Indies. And it's funny because we're already looking into next year's trip, but airlines for some reason don't let you look at airfare like more than 11 months out or 12 months out. You don't get a lot, which is strange because you'd think a lot of people book trips a year in advance, you know. I had a lot of trouble finding non-stop airfare out of Newark, which JFK is a drive. It's like an hour drive for us. But they do have cheaper and a lot more non-stop direct flights to choose from, so it's definitely the better option. In terms of cheaper tickets and more flight availability, Newark is limited and they fill up fast, but it's 20 minutes from where we live, so it's a shame we couldn't fly out of there. So, I didn't really get a lot of jewelry. None of it's expensive either. I just, the trip was so expensive, I couldn't really afford to do a lot of shopping. Now these are fresh saltwater pearls, naturally occurring this color. This, I thought, was beautiful. And the guy threw in this cute little bracelet also with some freshwater pearls. I mean, they're not perfect. This strand is pretty nice. I don't really know much about pearl quality. I only own one other pair of pearls, and they were my grandmother's. But yeah, so they were, it was only $30 for the bracelet and the necklace. I thought that was really a pretty good deal. Yes, my ringtone is a Big Daddy. You should see the looks I get at work when people hear my phone go off. They're like, I've actually had 2 people ask me, what the hell is wrong with you? answers usually a lot. You want a list? Yep, I am still loving BioShock. In fact, it's so cute because we were flying, you know, when we were coming in for a landing yesterday. My boyfriend turns to me and goes, "Hey, I think we're right over the spot in the Atlantic where Rapture would be." And obviously, you know, it's actually up towards Greenland, I believe, but it's just fun to think about, you know. Now that would be a vacation. Probably one you wouldn't come back from. Anyway. So, this is going to be a short video. I only have 2 other things to show you. But, so, wood carvings. You know, go to an island, you're going to find a lot of woodworkers and painters. And I thought it's a kitty. You'll see a lot of stray cats and dogs, but, where we were staying, it's a mixture of permanent residents and vacationers from France, mostly. It was cute because as we were walking around, a lot of people were like, bonjour, or bonsoir, and that's all I know, so I was like, see, I should have bought a little travel dictionary, or thesaurus, or reference guide for French. This was like $8. That was cute. Yeah. Perch him on my desk somewhere at work. I like the sound. It's a nice sound. The wood, whatever it is. Nice tapping sound. Very earthy. Almost feels somewhat like soft wood. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm sorry, this thing does not focus well. If I get too close, I paid for a bunch of photography classes at this unique photo place near me. And I used one, and then the others expired. So the last thing. So, I'm gonna crinkle on these, but just want to show these really quick. These make some nice sounds too. They're so cute, they're little turtles. And it says in gold on their backs, St. Martin. I got one for my mom and one for myself. I know my mom loves turtles and frogs. So, I just thought these were really cute.